Don't forget to check out my Patreon where we have exclusive content for groups such as Twice, 17, Red Velvet, Blackpink, NCT, Super M, SHINee, AT, Stray Kids, and so much more, along with K-dramas, concerts, and other variety shows. Hey guys, Angie here, and today we have a surprise video. I have had no interest in this group. Generally just had no interest. Because I assumed that this was a group with like a lot of underage members, because that's been happening a lot. But again, I was surprised to see tis not the truth. Surprisingly, a lot of guy groups this year are debuting at normal ages that should be debuting. Like, my now moral compass is at the very least 17. Would prefer 18, 19 and above for K-pop. And I feel like people think it's a bit redundant to always say that, but I want you to think about this, because I have been thinking about this more. K-pop is more than 8 hours a day. And I kind of just sit here sometimes and think, this is a 24-hour job. I still think it's disgusting that trainees don't get paid. Because can you please think about this? Say you debut at 17. I'm like, oh, that's a good age. Like, I'm like 17, you know what, I would rather be 18, but like I'm adding 17 in there because most of matinees are going to be like 17. It's just the truth. And I feel like if I did 18 and above, like no group it's just like impossible. But then I even feel icky about that, because you have to realize you're debuting at 17 doesn't mean you joined the industry at 17. I'm trying to, in the recent couple months, purposely stan groups where the groups aren't debuting 13-year-olds. Now, here's the one thing, is that Yujin, who is the maknae, is, how old is he? 2007, but it's March. Oh, math. 3 plus 13. So he is 16. Not cute. Not cute. Don't like that. He's cute. He's adorable. I don't want to stan a temporary group. I have emotional attachment issues. And to me, the idea of a temporary group is just sad, because Yujin is gonna be what, like barely an adult when they disband. And to me, that's depressing. And that can definitely have effects on people. Like, who cares about me? I'm worried about this kid who's going to, they're living together, right? And he's going to be with these people all the time. He'll be living with them after being away from his parents. And then he's on his own. And what, he has to join another group if he's lucky? I don't know. Sounds crazy to me. Unless they have some type of Eyes One luck, and he joins like the next set of fanboy version. Like, I don't know. But let's go through these children. And I've heard of Hanbin. That's who I've heard of. I've heard this name. Now, what we're gonna do is, I have to be a diehard fan of this song. Like, the only way we're ever going to properly record, stan this group, is I need to love this song. This song has to be like, is it Under the Skin by A-Team? A-Team? An-Team? An-Team. It has to be like that, because that's the only way we're doing this. I need to like love that song. Like, that song needs to like, this song needs to make me like scream or something. It doesn't look like it's going to though. Hongmin's the leader. Wait, that's it? Just leader? Are they one of those groups that think they're everything? Like, they're like, oh, I'm every position. Or they just don't have it labeled yet. Hanbin. Apparently, he's like the most androgynous man alive. And he's like a queen. Like, he's like, that's our man. I don't know. Like, that's where I am on like the gay side of K-pop on Twitter right now. Like it's just, I think it's because I watch Heartstopper, and like I just recently watched Red, White, and Royal Blue. Red, White, I always forget the name. I read the book, so then I watched the movie when it came out. And I think because it's K-pop and gay, I'm just getting like a lot of weird TikTok or videos on my Twitter because I don't have TikTok. And I see him a lot. And I'm like, well, they're forcing it down my throat. I have to check out this group. So apparently he's like our queen king, you know, like we love him. Ji-woong, hey! It's been a while since I've seen a 98 line. Hey, what's up? Yeah, see, that's what I mean. We have like adults. But see, that's a 9-year gap between him and the Maknae. I am the age of this man. Wait, he was in... Gay? Not him. I don't know his sexuality, but like... Is this not, He's in... Oh, he kind of... Either he's a... I don't want to say he's an ally, because I don't want to say, like... I think he's straight, you know what I mean? He is of queer space. We stand, because he is queer, I don't know. Or he's at least a very strong ally. We love him. I already love this man, because Holland... And he was in this drama. So we love him. Zhang Hao. He's Chinese. His role model's got 7. Taste. Okay. They're very tall. Ooh! He's pretty. He looks kind of like Hanse from Victon. Miss Victon. His name is Matthew. I am scared. Matthews tend to not be my favorite people. His role model is J Park. Questionable. His role model is J Park, and his name is Matthew. Lots of red flags, but we will not judge him because he's born in Canada. And I don't know, we have some great people from Canada, but then we also have Drake, so whatever. He has tattoos. Now, is that a green flag or a red flag? He falls asleep within 2 minutes. That's a red flag. Okay, Matthew is pretty, but he has red flags. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. He could easily be my favorite member. Tede. We have another Tede. Let's go. It's role model. Hey! Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Tempest. Okay. Not a good view on his face, but he looks pretty. This is Ricky. I've heard of Ricky. His name is Ricky. Red flag. We have a lot of red flag names. I'm sorry. These are white boy names that you avoid in high school. But it's alright. Okay, lots of Americans. Or like American, Canada, Canadian, like stuff like that. Okay, Guvin. These guys are tall. I'm scared. Okay. Lots of English speakers. Lots of NCT stands. Tempest. And you... Okay. Good look. They're all like 6 feet tall. I'm scared. Why are they so tall? Why is there so many J-pop stars? Listen, I'm getting into 2PM and I have liked Jay, so it's cool. I'm just like... I don't know. Okay, Taze. He's like, I stand the visual dance kings. Like, crazy. But they all say their favorite songs are Kick It, and I think that's Taste. Sleeping with Eyes Open. We have another scary June person. Okay. Enough rambling. Let's hop into the video. This better be... So if this song is at least an 8 out of 10 in my brain, we'll watch something to kind of get to know... There's a lot of members. I think that's an issue here. There's a lot of members. I think there was like 9? 9 maybe? Where was it? How many members? There's a lot. It's a whole crew. It's a gang out here. 9. And I don't... It's not like Eyes One or like anything like that where at least I know some of the members. It's like there's a lot of people here. Okay. Also, what company are they under? I know it's a project group. There are a lot of flower boys in here. Like, these are like pretty boys. Where I feel like Rise is like, and Psychers are more like cool guys. These are like pretty boys. Ooh. Okay. Okay, I've noticed something. So, this is under Mnet's survival show, Boys Planet. It was produced, was the produced series under Mnet too? Because obviously they weren't having that show anymore because, you know. Mnet, okay. So, IOI, IZ*ONE, X1, 101. Like, those were the groups because there's 4 seasons. There seems to be, except X1, this is where I'm getting into a theory. There's like a theme here of the music. I didn't care for any of IZ*ONE's songs. The only reason I'll get into the group is because I know 90% of the members, and I might like their B-sides. 101 didn't care for any of their music either. IOI, I've heard a few songs, and I think I probably like their music the most. X1, for some reason, that group went in a whole different direction. Now, my question is, because, like, they're a mixture of people from other companies. Who does the music for them? Because, is this, like, do the companies come together with the producers and make music? Is there, like, a specific group of producers who make their music? Because there's a theme here with the title tracks, and it makes me, I don't know if it's just me, I just don't care for the music for some reason. Like the title tracks, that's why I'm like, B-sides might be different. It's very, I don't want to say it's generic, because generic sounds negative. It's very purposefully, like, radio friendly, which isn't an issue, because I feel like Twice is kind of like that, like early on at least, and I like their music. But it feels like, because it's such a broad array of members, they kind of go for safe music that just sounds catchy. But we'll see, because it's only 4 minutes. But like, I'm like, wow, this kind of reminds me of like a lot of IZ*ONE's music and stuff. And I didn't really like a lot of IZ*ONE's music. And clearly Boys Planet and Girls Planet is because produce can't happen. He's so pretty. The one with the pretty eyes. All of them, but like the one that was in the front. He was pretty. Him. Well, I don't know if it's him, but he's pretty too, so. Is that tattoo? Oh, this is also a thing. How long are they going to be a group? Because my question is, a lot of groups take a while to fall into their sound. 2 years, 6 months. See, like, a lot of groups take a minute to fall into their sound. Like, I feel like TXT fell into their sound around, like, I would say, like, Can't You See Me, maybe? Because they kind of flip. But, like, kind of around the Can't You See Me era, I feel like they were, like, maybe even after that, because I don't think they went down Blue Hour sound, but, like, it took a while for their footing to fall into place, but all their music's good. But temporary groups, it's like, sometimes it takes, like, even ATEEZ's Yesung, it's been, like, what, 4 years? And he finally is, like, a very confident person. So I'm like, imagine being in this group, and as soon as you feel comfortable and, like, you're at place with who you are, you found your spot in the group, they're like, bye. And, like, I feel like, I don't know, it's so weird to me. I like the song though. It's actually pretty good. That reminds me of Jimmy Neutron. Oh, I like this part. Oh, that's cool. Basic outfits. Basic. Except for that guy. This guy. Where is he? This guy. I like his outfit. Who is this? Blonde. Blonde. Was it Matthew? Who is the blonde guy? Ricky. He looks like Ricky. I like the idea of in bloom and like they're chasing this flower. That's adorable. Just like it. That's some Louis Tomlinson blue and white striped shirt. He looks so awkward. I'm sorry, they did him dirty. Why'd they do him dirty? This was such an awkward shot. They should have reshot this. He looks so awkward here. It wasn't even synced right. Why'd they do him that way? Rooting for you, this guy. Rooting for you. They did use he didn't even finish. I love it though, it was so funny. I feel bad for him. He looks so much like not really his face, but like his hair, his figure, everything about him reminds me of Yeonjun from DXT. Him. He's also pretty. Yeonjun's pretty. He just has the star power. He has a star power to me. Okay, I'm confused here. You know what, let's give him another chance here. Let's give him another chance. The Louis Tomlinson shirt is thriving. I'm gonna give him another chance. It's not fair, you know. They only have 2.5 years to win me over. I don't want to do a B-side because is there a dance practice for In Bloom? Okay, let's see. Let's give him a chance again because I need to hear the song now uninterrupted. Oh, this choreo did not get to show off very well in the music video. Oh, the shaky thing was cool. This guy, I like him in this dance practice already. I can't stop looking at him. This guy. I don't know why he's stealing the show from me. Wait, I think that was the guy I liked. I think that was the guy I said I would probably like. Hey, I could be wrong. Is that Matthew? I'm just going off the hair color because they're pixels here. But in the photo shoots, I think he has that like hair color. So it has to be him, right? And he has like, I don't want to say like small eyes. That sounds mean, but he has like small eyes. I would say there's not a lot of character to the song. And I know people are going to be mad at that, but you had to realize you probably watched the whole Boys Planet show. So it's kind of how I love Treasure. But I guarantee if I listened to Boy when they debut, if I listened to Boy and didn't know their history and already loved the members, I probably wouldn't have stanned the group. Guaranteed wouldn't have stanned the group. And I feel like that's how I feel right now, where it's like I can believe people watching the show are probably like, wow, the song's amazing, loved it, they did so well, you guys know who's who. But from an outsider, it just looks like it sounds like a simple song to to me. Like, it sounds like an Astro song. It even reminds me a little bit of their music. It sounds a bit like Gravity or something, who I love. But I really love the group, so if they released the song, I would be like, oh, it's a good song. But I don't think... See, I think they played it a bit safe, which I guess would be smart. Because I like the song, but it's not like where I'm like, oh, I want to stan the group. But I guarantee most people watching this group probably already stan the group. Like, a lot of people kind of diss Treasure and stuff, but it's because we were here already. And it took a while for the music to kind of fall into place. Yeah, the choreo looked way better out of the music video. I feel like some of the shots they did just look awkward. Yeah, I keep looking at who I think is Matthew. Matthew is kind of a star to me. Or whoever's in the black shirt and white pants, like, he's kind of stealing it. And this guy. Is it this guy that I was looking at? I think it's this guy. This guy who I think is, I'm gonna guess Tere. Like, they kind of steal the show for me right now. Like, I keep looking at them. Even when they're in the back, like, I keep looking at them. Oh, it's the pretty boy. I think this is the pretty boy I pointed out. I think it was the one who reminded me of Yeonjun. Let me know. I think I pointed him out a few times in the music video. I like it. Oh. So Ricky has that voice. So I was like, this is you. Ooh. That was pretty. Okay. Conflicted. I feel bad though, because all I hear about is Hanbin. And it's giving... Look, it's all Hanbin. And I'm like... I feel bad because I'm like, look... It's kind of how I feel like people look at TXT and all they talk about is Yeonjun. Or like all you talk about is Hyunjin from Stray Kids. It's like I'm happy for those people. But I'm also like, can we talk about the other members? Because it makes me also not want to go into the group because I feel like all the people are going to talk about is Hanbin. And I'm like, what if like all content is Hanbin? But I don't want to not stand just because that's like a silly thing. But it's just kind of like, you saw, literally I'm scrolling. I am still scrolling. And I only saw 2 comments. No, I'm still scrolling. I am still scrolling. Did something happen? Was Hanbin hated and we're just trying to like overly compliment him? The hype for Hanbin's too big now? Wait, let me see. Oh, I fell down a rabbit hole. Oh my god, there's like apparently... Oh, this is why I don't like groups. Oh, that's why I don't like survival shows. Because at least with Treasure, as I'm always going to point out Treasure, they had the 2-year gap between the survival show and debut. So all that like Junghoon, Jaehyuk, fighting, all those things, we didn't have to deal with it because it disappeared. Because by the time they debuted, it was like 2 years. I hate Oh, I just remember the X1 drama. Oh, this is why I don't like these shows. And then it's temporary group. And it's annoying because everyone's like, oh, all groups are temporary. Name a group that disbanded in 2.5 years. Name a decent sized group, a mid group. I have not seen a single group disband before even 5 years. And I'm talking about like groups in the past 5 years. Groups at least that were at least mid-sized. At least mid-sized. Even New East, Victon, like all these small groups I like, they didn't disband till later. So the whole all groups are temporary, you never know what's gonna happen. But when you have a date already in sight, it just feels useless. But regardless, anyways, let me know, do you hate me? And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.